What's good, guys? Cam the fucking banana here. I know I haven't been putting out videos lately. It's because I haven't had motivation or time. So those combined are never a good thing. But I'm working 3 jobs right now. I'm working at Sonic still, unfortunately. I'm working part-time and seasonal at Vans. And I'm doing DoorDash to fill in the gaps. The reason why I am doing all this mainly is because I'm trying to make as much money as possible, as quick as possible within this month, because next month in August, at the beginning of August, my best friend / one of my managers and I, Damien, will be going on a week-long trip to Vegas and then to Yosemite State Park in California, where I am also really hoping to get some good footage over there. My cat's trying to get into my room, and when he gets into my room, he fucks shit up. So I'm gonna let him claw at the door, and I guess just keep pushing it shut while he's doing that. I have things in the work. I have music coming. Maybe it's a side project. Maybe it's a band. I mean, some of you already know what I've been up to, but to those of you who don't and are watching this video, I have plans for music that are they will be presented very soon. So let's get into today's video. I wanted to share some fast food stories with you, fast food industry stories with you, and just maybe some do's and don'ts being a consumer. There have been times, right, where we have people that come through. And you know that Sonic, if you know about Sonic, Sonic is very much well known for their Slurpees or slushies, and you can put a bunch of shit in them. So we have a bunch of people that like to come through uneducated, and they'll just be like, "Can I get a red slushie?" And we have like 5 of those. So my first question is gonna be, okay, so like, what flavor do you want? And I remember this one time I had this person pull up and ask for a red slushie. I asked what flavor, they said yup, and they drove up. So it's always so irritating when people ask for the number 6 and then they continue ordering. They're like, "Can I get the number 6? And then I'll have a drink and a side." I'm like, okay, I have a lot of questions for you. First of all, the number 6 has, you can order one of 2 hot dogs. You have 2 options. I think that's number 6, yeah, because the number 7 is a 12-inch. I know our menu. That's gross. And I'll be like, "Can I get a drink and a side?" And I'm like, okay, what fucking drink do you want? We have so many options. I mean, I guess that's where we can, educate people, but like, I don't know, come somewhat fucking prepared, Jesus, We had this one come through. So she wanted to make, what was it? The 2 separate payments thing, but like you put like a certain amount on your card and then you pay the rest in cash. I can't think of the fucking phrase for it right now, but she wanted to do that thing. And we can't do that. Well, I mean, we can, but it's just really complicated through our computers. Our computers don't make it convenient for us, especially when we're going through a rush, so we have to go through like a whole fucking process. That, and it just keeps everything all organized on our end financially when we don't have to do that. So she comes through and she just gives me her card and her cash, and immediately I'm like, "I'm sorry, we can't do split payments." That's the phrase that I'm looking for. "I'm sorry, we can't do split payments." And she's like, she just looks at me like, I live literally right up the street, and I came through the other day, and one of your workers did it for me, so yes, you can. And I'm like, okay, can you describe who helped you? And she's all like, I don't know, she had like long red hair, and I'm like, okay, that's probably our coworker Victoria. I'm not 100% sure. Not trying to throw anybody under the bus, but I was like, alright, fuck it. So I took the payment, walked up to my manager, Damien, and I was like, hey man, so like, I told him the situation, and before he could be like, we can't do split payments because that's what he always does to me, I was all like, but she kind of defended her end, and she's kind of fighting me on it, "Can you please, because I don't know how to do that shit." So he's like, very irritated. He's all like, alright, fine. And, he puts it through the computer. Keep in mind also, that we are going through a rush. And I fucking hate it when people love pulling shit like that on us during a rush. And I feel like it's because, like, a good majority of these people, like, you know what you're doing. And the reason behind, I feel like a big reason behind why people love doing it during the rushes is because they know that our bosses are yelling at us to get food out, get it out quick, because fast food, right? And if we're not getting it out fast enough, eventually we're just gonna be like, fuck it, just take the food, which is exactly what happened in this scenario. But that was the end result. So he splits the payments up, everything's fine, and I'm like, okay. So I take, the $5 from her, and I'm surprised I remember how much. But so I take the 5 from her, and then I slide her card for the order, and of course, the card is fucking declining. So I'm just sliding it and sliding it. Keep in mind, the card is declining, therefore I am not fucking charging her. And she just, oh yeah, that's right. I try to give her the card, and I'm like, I'm sorry, ma'am, it's declining, And she shows me her phone, which has her bank account balance on it, and she's like, just looks at me like, well, I have enough. And I'm like, oh my god. So I'm like, alright, yeah, I'm sorry. So, I'm running it, and I'm like, okay, maybe if I punch in the number, and I punch in the numbers and shit, it's still not fucking going through. And I'm like, okay, maybe try one more time sliding it through. I slide it through, it's not happening. She knocks on the window, and I'm like, fuck. So I open the window, and I guess that as I'm sliding the card through, it keeps giving her notifications that are reading, like, card is getting declined, and it reads that it's getting declined. She shows me the phone, and she's all like, yeah, so if you guys could, like, stop, charging my card, that would be great, kind of thing. It's not like, I'm paraphrasing, but I'm looking at her like, really? Because your fucking notifications read that your card is getting declined, therefore suggesting that you do not have the available balance to pay for this fucking order. I mean, if we were, like, slow, it would still be annoying, but at least we could actually sit at the computers for a second and, like, try to figure everything out. So, I mean, I guess that these were more stories than do's and don'ts. That being said, I guess I will follow this video up with either a more do's and don'ts, if you want to not be an asshole customer, or, I'll see if I can figure out some other videos. Yeah, I think that's about all I have to say. I will see you guys in the next video. Later.